Confusion in Idaho. This morning we'll tell you what you need to know about the lieutenant governor taking mask mandates into her own hands while Governor Brad Little was out of town.
And now you can look up vaccination rates based on your zip code. Thanks to the Spokane Regional Health District, this morning we're showing you how it works.
And of course, we're going to take you outside and tuck your holiday weekend forecast. Everything from a chilly day to a little bit of wind and a cool morning before temperatures soar.
Up with KREM begins now.
Hey there, happy Friday. Thanks so much for being with us on Up with KREM. While the drought isn't over, we've received some much needed rain in our area. Check out this map tweeted by the National Weather Service Spokane of the precipitation totals over the last 12 hours.
You can see areas like Moses Lake and Lewiston missed out on a lot of moisture. These measurements are still relatively low, and there really isn't much rain in the forecast for Memorial Day weekend. We did see some yesterday, Jeremy, but we just need rain. You said that you went outside and even though it was pouring, the ground wasn't wet. Like the grass didn't look wet.
I'm like, all right, my neighbors are just going to think I'm out here killing grass. And I'm over here just going, come on, rain, do your thing, do your thing.
Doing the rain dance, you know.
Yeah,
I definitely need to water my lawn because I thought I was going to get some rain yesterday, but didn't do much.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was less than 1/10 of an inch of rain here in town. Now, some places in higher elevations wound up getting a bit more, but it's not much. What we do have, though, as Dana Marie mentioned, now I almost ran into Tim's computer. Tim, close call there.
Don't touch.
Close call. Made it. All right. So what we're going to do is take you outside with a mix of clouds and sunshine. And, well, you know, you can see a little bit of a chop there on the lake, but we are going to see some wind gusting, kind of calming down as we head into the afternoon and evening. And that winds up playing a role in how we set up things for the weekend. We're in the mid-40s now. It's taken a while to kick things off thanks to some of that cloud cover. And that is eventually going to change. Our showers in North Idaho are quickly winding down and moving out. Good news, a couple of stray sprinkles is about all you can expect until we get into the afternoon. Later this afternoon, cold air overhead will help fuel a little bit of cloud cover and a few of those isolated showers, but overnight, clear out, calm down, and temps take a dive. Today, we're topping out in the mid-60s here in Spokane, so it is a bit cooler. Tomorrow, well, temperatures are on the rise, but that's after a very chilly start to the day. We'll be in the upper 30s, low 40s to start the day, and then a warm afternoon. Temps in the mid-70s, 80s by Sunday, and upper 80s by Monday. A big turnaround in terms of those temperatures as we head into next week.
Jeremy, thanks so much. New data is now available to see how many people are getting vaccinated.
Spokane Regional Health District has released that data showing how many people are vaccinated based on their zip codes here in Spokane County. Yeah,
so I want to show you this map behind us. As of Monday, nearly 50% of residents have initiated the vaccination process across the state. 33% of Spokane County is fully vaccinated, and that's as of Monday.
Governor Jay Inslee still plans to reopen the state by June 30th. It could be earlier if 70% of the population is vaccinated before then. To see the full list of vaccination rates, just text the word vaccine. We'll send all that information right to your cell phone. 509-448-2000. Well, Idaho right now, there's a little bit of confusion between the state's top leaders and the state's Lieutenant Governor Janice McGeachin. She filed an executive order yesterday that would ban any public entity from enacting a mask mandate.
Governor Brad Little's spokesperson says this really all came as a surprise to them and everyone, really. Janice McGeachin is acting governor while Little meets with Republican governors in Nashville. He was scheduled to return last night.
According to the Idaho State Constitution, McGeachin is able to do anything she would do if she were actually elected governor with Little out of town.
I hope Governor Little comes back tomorrow or the next day and he just revokes her executive order because it just sows a ton of confusion.
We reached out to McGeachin.
McGeachin has already announced that she will be running against Little in the Republican primary when Little is up for re-election in 2022. Governor Little's office will release a more detailed statement after reviewing the executive action a little bit later. Today, motorcyclists from across the inland Northwest will travel across the country.
It's called the End of Watch Ride to Remember. So we do have this morning Brandon T. Jones. He's at the starting point to explain what this ride is all about. Good morning. I see some people that are starting to gather around for this event.
Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Dana Marie. I'm just going to go ahead and step out of the way right quick because you can see there is a lot of activity going on behind me, and that's because over the next 84 days, we've got officers and people driving their bikes across the country to honor fallen officers who died over the last year. The riders will travel over 2,200 miles visiting cities and police departments to honor the men and women of law enforcement who have died. The organization's event name is based on an officer's end of watch. An end of watch call or last radio call is a ceremony in which a police dispatcher issues a final call to a fallen officer over the radio, followed by silence. This year, they'll be honoring 338 fallen officers and their families. I've had a chance to kind of just walk around and talk to some of these people who are out here right now, and they told me this is a special moment for them. So a little bit later, I'll try to get some interviews with them and talk about just what this moment means and how they are doing it to honor the people and colleagues they work with all across the country. And for right now, I'll toss it back to the studio. Tim, Dana Marie.
All right, thank you so much, Brandon, for covering that event for us this morning. It's time for your morning rush. More news in less time.
A Spokane woman is being cited in an 8-car pileup for allegedly driving with a suspended license. So this, of course, all happened on Tuesday evening. You may remember all of that traffic.
Oh, I did. I was stuck in it.
Mess. 3 people were injured in the crash and 2 were taken to the hospital. The woman was allegedly driving with 4 young children in the car when she hit the center median. Camilla Zachary was cited for driving while suspended, wheels over the center line, and a seatbelt violation.
And we're just hours away from 3 Tacoma police officers facing the judge for a first time. The state attorney general criminally charged them in the death of Manuel Ellis. Ellis died in March of 2020. Manuel Ellis was walking home from getting a snack when he encountered police. It was a confrontation that was captured on camera. Manuel Ellis's family says they believe his death had a purpose and they want to continue fighting for police reform.
Thursday night, the town of Malden joined Representative Kathy McMorris Rogers and other state lawmakers to address some of the biggest concerns. They shared a big announcement that a new post office is in the works.
I didn't expect that there would be such a need for showers, but if people are living in trailers, they need a shower, and we may have a solution for them on that.
The meeting concluded with Malden Mayor Dan Harwood saying he was grateful for the conversation, also saying that the people of Malden should prepare for a 4 to 5 year period before their town is restored.
And tearing it down just to build it back up. That's what WashDOT crews will be working on starting next month. The East Trent Bridge will restart construction on June 1st. The 110-year-old bridge was one of the first concrete bridges to cross the Spokane River. WashDOT says the bridge is getting too old and is costing more than it's worth. The process of demolishing that bridge and building a new one will take a total of 4 years because crews can only work during certain months.
Now, the Environmental Protection Agency is restoring state and tribal power to protect waterways. An EPA administrator says he will not hesitate to correct decisions that weakened the authority of states and tribes to protect their waters. The rule grants states and Native American tribes the authority to block pipelines and other energy projects that pollute waterways. And that is your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
Well, coming up after the break, an Idaho deputy has been fired after posting this TikTok.
One guy's trying to stab another guy with a knife. Deadly force is completely justified.
We're going to tell you why he posted it and also why the deputy's office found it fireable.
Also, one of the most popular spots for the holiday weekend will be the lake. Coming up at the top of the hour here on Up with KREM, we're talking boating safety ahead of Memorial Day weekend.
And we're going to take you outside and talk your forecast for that weekend and let you know what it means if you're heading out the door.